The second half, real quickly, halftime statistics, it had 225 yards rushing. Is not a misprint. The Wildcats, known for their passing, have done very well on the ground tonight. 353 yards in total offense. Coral Springs struggling, 160 yards in total offense. They've completed just 3 of 13, or Monarchs completed just 3 of 13 passes. They're 4 for 14 overall. There you see the first downs, Western leading 12-8, and the penalties really haven't been that much of a factor. So we'll erase that from the screen and get on with the second half of play. Coral Springs will receive the kickoff, trailing 28-14. I'm Fred Michael, your play-by-play man, providing the color commentary tonight. Doing a fine job is Jim Barcelone, the sports editor of the Coral Springs News. Ryan Clough is deep for the Colts, but it comes to the up man, Casso. Casso takes it at the 11. And he's down at the 16-yard line by number 60, Dave Carvana. Coral Springs will take over. 1st and 10.
Put the ball in play. 1st and 10.
Coral Springs girls cross-country coach Brantley Barr is
17-yard line.
watching the game with us up here in the press box tonight. His young girls yesterday won the Florida International University Sunblazer Invitational. Congratulations to the Lady Colts. Coral Springs 1st and 10, trailing by 2 touchdowns. Todd Monick is the quarterback, number 12. He's a 6'2", 190-pound junior. Hands off to Bickle. Bickle gets about 5-6 yards.
Right away, Coral Springs goes to Bickle. That's a little bit of surprise. Bickle did score the touchdown for them. They don't use Bickle too much rushing the ball.
He's been successful tonight with that 6-yard gain. He's got 33 yards on 4 carries. He comes out of the ball game now. The center's number 54, Brian Englert. The left guard, number 74, Kevin O'Halloran. The left tackle, number 70, Keith Landis. The right guard is number 50, Chris Brayman. And the right tackle is number 58, Jerry White. Passes to Korinsky, the tight end.
Go. That's the first catch by Korinsky this game.
And a first down. Mark the ball at the 31-yard line, gain of 8 on the play.
That's Korinsky's nice 9th reception of the year. He has 2 touchdowns.
Eight-yard gain, 1st and 10 for the Colts. Opening moments of the 3rd quarter. Bickle again on the misdirection play.
Ooh.
Upended, nice tackle by number 5. The cornerback, Stacy Frank, he's a senior.
2nd down and 8.
Bickle gets 2 yards, be 2nd down and 8 for Coral Springs.
There's the Pep Club, led by Heidi Pleater, Amy Brown, Roosevelt Washington, Karen Salvati, Honey Pleater, Susan Workinger, and alumnus Tracy Miller, all with the Coral Springs Pep Club.
Now I know where you're hanging out before the games. Getting all this information out of the stands.
I like the Pep Club. I like cheering.
Monarchs pass to Casso
my.
is incomplete, but we have a flag. It'll be a pass interference. The infraction will be against number 84, Brendan Olivero. He pushed Casso in the back. So that'll give the Colts a first down.
They're using Bickle tonight on the rushing. That surprised me a little bit. A little bit. I think I'm getting your your sounds here.
There's part of the Coral Springs drill team. They should be smiling. Another fine performance at halftime.
Those girls can move. They almost move as well as Strom does back there.
15-yard infraction. Pass interference. First down, Colts. Ball on the 48, 49-yard line. Pitch goes to Brower. He missed most of the 2nd quarter with a shoulder injury. He's obviously okay to be back in the ball game.
Brower's a tough kid. But that shoulder wasn't hurting him that much. He just said, Coach, let me get back in there. The doc working on him, taped him back up. Brower's ready to go.
8 yards on a play to the 44-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Brower 11 yards on 2 carries.
That gives the Colts another person to go to with Brower back. We got a second down, short yardage for the Colts. Monick running the offense. His backs are set. Gonna give big hole up the middle. That's a first down for Coral Springs. Good run by Kurt Brower. Brower coming back in the game. Shoulder or no shoulder. 2 good rushes. And now Coral Springs mounting a drive.
Ball is on the Western 33-yard line.
11-yard run by Brower. Thanks for taking over there for a moment, Jim.
That wasn't me. That was my evil twin brother. Oh, no.
Fumble. McCormick fumbles. Western recovers. That's twice. The Colts have turned the ball over deep in enemy territory.
They had their backs broke down 28-14. Driving at the end of the first half. And Monick throws an interception. Now Coral Springs once again driving. And this time McCormick pops the ball. Western takes over.
McCormick gained 5 before he fumbled. Was recovered by number 84, Brandon Olivero.
Olivero recovered the fumble for Western.
Coral Springs had an interception late in the second quarter while they were knocking at the door. So their second turnover of the night. Brad Strom brings out his offense. 1st and 10, fullback Donnie Wright.
Oh, is there a loose ball? Well, the officials say it's down. Marking it down.
Wright, the ball carrier.
Wright gets the ball out to about the 29-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 3. And there's a strut, Anthony McCormick.
2nd down.
He's a battler. He'll be back. Strong's first pass of the second half is complete. The receiver is number 89. That's Chris Hutchinson. He's a junior.
First down for Western.
Be a first down at the 39-yard line. Gain of 10 on the play.
Colts defense has to tighten up. They can't allow Strom and the Wildcats to put any more points on the board.
Strom 10 for 18, 138 yards. Now he's going to keep.
Oh, my.
Tucks the ball away. And then stuck his right arm out trying to gain some additional yards as he's going down.
That's a gamer right there. That shows you something about Strom.
Come on and keep it. Gets to his own 48.
Gets to the 48-yard line, gain of 9. It'll be 2nd down and 1.
2nd down and 1.
He tops the 100-yard mark in rushing. 105 yards to go with his 138 passing. Back to pass. He's got his man 1st down. That's Capadora, but we have a flag on a play. It'll probably nullify. It was thrown in the line. We'll probably have a hold.
Pass is complete to Capadora. A flag down on the play.
And I got mustard on my score sheet.
Don't eat it.
Who knows? It might taste good.
Now, instead of a first down, we're going to have 2nd down, about 11 yards to go.
We'll mark it off for a point of infraction, 10 yards. Move the ball back to the 36. The 2nd down and 13.
2nd down.
4 penalties, 50 yards for Western. 7:17 remaining in the 3rd quarter. The visiting Wildcats leading 28-14. Pair of touchdown passes from Brad Strom. He's also ran for another. The fullback, Wright. It's a nice block by his wide receiver, Hutchinson. Springs him loose to the right side. And Jerome Smith, Coral Springs nose tackle, is down at his own 37-yard line.
Ooh. Doesn't look good either.
Brought down by Pickle of the Colts. Colt player is shaken up on the play.
21 yards on the play by Wright.
First down for Western. Ball is
60 yards on 10 carries. Third quarter is brought to you in part tonight by the Hobby Box. Stop by the Hobby Box to see a complete selection of unique hobbies, toys, and games. And while you're there, you can race a slot car up to 100 miles an hour. Get a 10% discount on all slot car products if you mention you heard it during this game. The Hobby Box is open 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, Sunday, noon to 6. They're located in the Esplanade Shopping Center, 945 University Drive. That's the Hobby Box. Next week on CSTV Channel 11, we'll present Taravella High School's home football game against the Dillard Panthers.
Fred, that's going to be a show. Dillard has Otis Wright, a running back, 6 foot, 214-pound senior. They say they remind him a little bit of Lorenzo White, great one out of Michigan State, and Highland Hickson. Dillard coach Otis Gray's got a gamer, another one in Wright, and we'll be seeing him next week running for the Dillard team.
All right. You've been doing your homework. You mentioned earlier.
Someone handed that to me before the game.
Oh, okay. We mentioned earlier that Brad Strom is one of the finer quarterbacks in South Florida. He's ranked right up there with Darren Studstill from Palm Beach Gardens. They're probably the two finest quarterbacks in South Florida. Jerome Smith being attended to by the Coral Springs trainers. And doesn't look like he feels too good right now, obviously. Walking off very gingerly. His left arm being held up. Could be a shoulder injury, the same type of injury that Brower had in the first half. We'll have to wait and see. When play resumes, the Wildcats will have a 1st and 10 on the Coral Springs 43-yard line, trying to build on a 28-14 lead. Our executive producer tonight is Mike Milo. Our director is Michael Piana. Our camera persons are Laura Ampel, Rick Fagan, and Harry Stone. No, Rick, we're not going to mention the Atlanta Braves shirt tonight. 104 losses, yep.
It could have been worse, could have been 105. But we still have some games left, though, don't we? Okay.
Still got a few left.
So, there's a chance, then. That's
Jody Davis, right? He'll bring him the pennant.
Oh, Bo Diaz did, so what do you...
1st and 10 for the Wildcats as we get back to football. Strom has Nelson wide open.
That's 6. Oh, my. I'll tell you, on that play, Durrell's been playing well all season back at that cornerback position. But in that play, Durrell turned around, didn't watch the receiver, looked like he was looking at the quarterback, and Nelson just blew past him. And that's 6 more.
That puts Strom well over 700 yards passing on the season, and it's just the 4th game of the year. 43-yard touchdown pass, 6:54 remaining in the 3rd quarter play. And we have a flag on the extra point. The kick was good.
That was Nelson's 4th TD catch of the year. He has 2 tonight. Puts him over the 200-yard mark in yardage. Well, we'll have to do this one over, holding on Western. Make a little chip shot. Make that into a field goal now. Put it back. Let's see where they mark that ball. This won't be an easy extra point.
I like a short field goal.
10-yard penalty against the Wildcats.
They're bringing Brad Strom back in, and I think they're going to give up on the extra point kick, and they're going to go for the 2-point
They're going for 2-point. Oh, my. Oh,
there's Jerome Smith being attended to.
Another shoulder. Another shoulder.
Minium in motion. Strom back to pass. Being blitzed, just throws it up for grabs.
There we go.
And it's intercepted by Chris Brayman, but he can't return it. So the 2-point Conversion pass fails.
Incomplete.
Oof. Tough one tonight.
But the Wildcats have jumped ahead 34-14. 5 plays, 78 yards. Capped on a 43-yard touchdown pass from Brad Strum to Mark Nelson.
That's
Strum,
familiar.
11 of 19, 181 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's ran for another 105 yards and a touchdown. And need we say more about that young man's ability? Mark Love in his second season as coach of the Wildcats. They were 2-8 a year ago. Told me before the game that he is a little concerned with this defensive unit. They are young and small and slightly inexperienced.
When you get this many points a game, there's not much that defense is going to have to do out there. Strom and the Wildcats just putting on a show.
Williamson will kick off for Western.
Western will be home next week against Hallandale. It's a non-district game. The kickoff is taken by Casso at the 7. Casso eludes one tackle.
Gets the outside. Oh.
Lose the second. Finally brought down by number 9, George Russell.
George Russell, the receiver, defensive back, getting in there on special teams to make the tackle.
Ball will be marked at the 27-yard line, and the Colts find themselves down by 3 touchdowns.
Kickoff to the Colts 27-yard line.
Western in District 12, 5A. They're 0-1 this year, losing to Plantation 41-25 several weeks ago. They have South Plantation at home November 3rd and Cooper City November 18th in their season finale. Now one will be for the possible district championship.
Oh.
Karinsky couldn't quite hang on to the ball. Pass is incomplete.
I'll tell you, that's good to see. They're going right over the middle. Short yardage play, not trying to get it all back on one play. They're down a few touchdowns. We have a lot of time still left to go here. Over 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. The way Monick and the Colts pass the ball, they won't have to give up that much time before they score.
That was McDowell on the sidelines for Coral Springs, number 2. Brian McDowell getting a refreshment break. Coral Springs 2nd and 10, their own 27-yard line. Down by 20 points. Draw play, McCormick. This time he has 2 hands on the ball. Making sure he doesn't fumble again. It's up to about the 34-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and a long 3.
Pitch to the Colts 34.
Colts need this first down. They know that. That's not news to anybody. They got to get a drive. They got to get down there deep, and they got to hang on to the football, put it into the end zone.
They got to get some points on this drive, or they're going to really dig themselves a hole.
They've gone flat. They score 14 first quarter points, and then they get shut out 21-0 in the second quarter. 7-zip right here in the third.
Bickle split right, Durrell split left. Monick back to pass. Casso, the short man, hangs on to the ball.
That was a nice catch.
Leap between the 2 defenders, Williamson and Oliveri.
Oliveri was going up for the interception, and Williamson was going up for the tackle. And Castle was able to catch that ball between the 2 defenders. Nice concentration. Good pass by Monick.
22 yards on to completion. First down, Coral Springs.
Now Coral Springs once again driving into Western territory. Big play. See them take it downfield, no mistakes, get that ball in the end zone.
Again, Bickle and Durrell split. Monick back to pass again.
Karinsky,
Tight end Karinsky takes a hard hit by Williamson as he tries to snag that ball near sideline.
Karinsky's got a few inches over Williamson, but Williamson made him aware of his presence. Give a nice shot on the side. Incomplete pass, that stops the clock. Coral Springs not only working against the Western defense, they're working against the clock.
2nd down and 10 for the Colts. 5 minutes remaining on that third quarter clock. Stopped after the last play because of the incompleted pass. Bickle again on that misdirection. Got 1 man to beat, Frank.
Oh, my.
Nice solo tackle. He still gets about 5-6 yards on the carry.
Karinsky made a nice block, but Frank was able to come up from his defensive back position to make the tackle.
There's McDowell.
Wildcats 38-yard line.
Maglio on the right.
Lenny Sasso in the
Lenny
middle.
Sasso is the gentleman
Lenny.
in the center.
Oh,
We have another
Bickle.
Coral Springs player down.
Nick
Gain of
Bickle.
6 on the last play by Bickle. And he's the one that's down. 41 yards and 6 carries for Rick Bickle. Scored a touchdown. Caught a touchdown pass last week. Very versatile young man. His brother Dan, who graduated last year, is now playing at Lakeland Community College. Wish him the best of luck.
Lakeland, nice area up there. Lakeland Civic Center, home of many wrestling events.
Also like to mention former Coral Springs players Dave Brown and Robbie Elder are now at Florida State.
Oh, big one on the road tomorrow.
And they said they're going to root on the Seminoles as they play the Green Wave from Tulane.
They need a victory on the road. They're coming off big wins over Clemson.
We mentioned
a few weeks ago.
Scott Kaplan earlier and Willie Thomas for Pitt and Penn State respectively. Nick Gancitano, another former Coral Springs High School standout, injured his knee a few weeks ago, kicking for the Broward Bears. And if I'm not mistaken, he had surgery on it this week. And he'll be laid up for a while. We wish Nick the best of luck. He was instrumental in helping Scott Kaplan develop as a kicker.
Nick's a good guy. A lot of kickers sometimes. Joe Paterno, head coach of Penn State. A lot of kickers are loners, but Coach Paterno wanted to say that everyone knew Nick, everyone liked Nick. Good guy, he's easy to get along with, and a good kicker.
And there's some young Coral Springs fans still confident that the Colts will be able to pull this one out.
They might be out there playing a few years. Maybe announcing these guys.
Yeah, they're still confident that they're number one. While they attend to Bickle on the far sideline, F Sharp Music is co-sponsoring the upcoming Battle of the Bands at this year's Our Town Festival. If your band is interested in the competition, call F Sharp Music at 344-3946 or stop in at 10361 West Sample Road. And by the way, no one has won that Kramer electric guitar yet, so stop by F Sharp Music. That's 10361 West Sample Road.
Fred, you play the drums?
No.
You could get a band. You might be able to win that. Is there any money in there? I'll make a few calls.
Well, the phone number is 344-3946. That's F Sharp Music. Bickle appears to be pretty seriously hurt over there. They're taking a long time to attend to him. Once again, our cameramen tonight doing a fine job are Laura Ampel, Rick Fagan, and Harry Stone. This is the third of 5 Coral Springs home games we're bringing you on CSTV Channel 11. Glad you joined us. Next broadcast will be next week as the Terravella Trojans host the Dillard Panthers. Our next Coral Springs home game on CSTV will come the November 3rd game when the Colts face district rival Boyd Anderson. We'll have that one November 4th and 5th. Check your community calendar on Channel 11 for times and dates of the broadcast. Highlights of tonight's game can also be seen on CSTV's Coral Springs Cable News with George Crolius. Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays, 6:30 and 7:30. Now that we got all our public service announcements out of the way, and Bickle still being attended to on the far sideline. We have 4:37 remaining in the third quarter. Western leads 34-14. And when play resumes, the Colts will have a 2nd down and 4 at the Wildcats' 38-yard line. And because of the injury, both teams will go to their respective sidelines, take a breather.
Well, Coral Springs has been moving the ball. You can't deny that against this Western defense. It's just finishing it. They've had a couple of mistakes.
And while they attend to Bickle, we're going to take a timeout with the score, Western 34, Coral Springs 14. And we're back in the third quarter. Rick Bickle being brought off the near sideline with a left ankle injury. Coral Springs 3rd and 4 at the Western 38-yard line. I said 2nd and 4 before we broke for the commercial. Aaron Durrell split right. Fullback McCormick stopped at the line of scrimmage. It pulls his way forward, but he's just short of the first down on the draw play.
Good second effort by McCormick. I see the coach will go for this one. They've got to go for this.
Gain of 3 to the 35. It'll be 4th and inches.
Short yardage unit in for Coral Springs. See if they get the ball to McCormick again.
While Bickle's being attended to on the Coral Springs bench, Jerome Smith has ice on his left shoulder. So the Colts getting a little banged up tonight. Brower's back in. Missed the second quarter with a shoulder injury. And he gets the first down on that carry.
Nice run by Brower. Still fighting for yards. He won't go down.
To mark the ball at the 28-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play for Brower, and more importantly, a first down.
Ball is on the Western's 29-yard line.
Coral Springs moving the ball. Brower's coming out. See if Monick dumps one over the middle.
Castle split left. McCormick and Barnes in the backfield. Durrell split to the left. Monick back to pass. Plenty of pass protection. Lofts it deep to Durrell. Intercepted by Nelson at the 1. We have a flag on the return. It's after the interception.
Flag down on the play.
And Nelson doing it offensively and defensively. Good all-around player. Shows his talent on special teams, the kickoff returns, catching the ball from Strom, taking the reverse for a touchdown run, and now making an interception.
That's 3 times tonight the Colts have been inside the Western 30-yard line and have turned the ball over.
It's got to be tough for this team to take. They've been working hard the last few weeks. They've been going in there. They've been executing well. It's just that one play that hurts them.
15-yard penalty infraction on the return against the Wildcats. Move the ball back to the 12. But I'm sure they'll take the penalty after the interception by Nelson. Strom wants more.
That option. Oh, he's got some room. Cuts it back to the outside. Strom's off to the races. He has one more player to beat. That's number 40, Paul Whitfield. And he gets by him for the score.
No flags on the play. 88 yards.
Oh, my.
By Brad Strom.
What else can this guy do?
I don't know. Was he selling popcorn at halftime?
Was that who it was? I couldn't figure out who it was. That's Strom. Scoring touchdown. He's building up the yardage, passing Amherst and running the ball.
Williamson will attempt the extra point. And the Coral Springs faithful are a little bit stunned at this point. Strom, 193 yards rushing, has another 181 passing.
Reese over 360.
Almost 400 yards in total offense by one individual. Williamson's kick is good. And with 2:41 remaining in the third quarter of play, the Wildcats have gone ahead 41-14.
Wow.
And Jim, appears that this one may just about be over with.
Well, the way these two teams score, or at least anyway the way Coral Springs is driving, the way Western's been scoring, you can't count it out yet. As they've done, they just got to try to get downfield, not make a mistake, get the ball in the end zone. Once they get that first one in, again, it'll get that momentum going. Maybe they can an onside kick, get a fumble, get an interception, something against this Western team, bring it back down. They need a couple quick scores now, though.
Well, they said when the Wildcats had themselves an exciting offensive unit, They weren't kidding. 41 points. It's only the third quarter.
A lot of that's been Nelson and Strom. A couple of passes to Capadora. Mostly it's Nelson Strom's show.
Clough takes the kickoff at the 2-yard line. Had some nice returns tonight. Fights his way up to the 28.
Takes the kickoff at his own 2-yard line.
Right now we're going to see the character of Coral Springs team. They can just sit down right here, or they can go out and play hard-nosed football.
Todd Monick is the quarterback. He's struggling tonight. 5 for 18, 129 yards, 2 interceptions, and a touchdown.
And most of those pass completions have been long bombs. Not doing too much short tonight, passing-wise.
The center's number 54, Brian Englert. Pass completed to Casso.
Break one, Ian.
He's being chased by number 9, George Russell. Finally brought down by the free safety, Sean LaChance, number 2.
Cross midfield into Western territory.
First and 10 for the Colts at the Western 46. 26 yards on that pass play.
Western looks like they're playing a little bit prevent defense. They'll give up those gainers over the middle.
The youngster wearing a Notre Dame shirt.
Oh, the Hurricanes will get them. Let's wait for Notre Dame to play against U of M.
And later on in the 1988 college football season. Meanwhile, back to high school football, Monick.
Oh, my.
To Karinsky, incomplete. Monick received some pass protection on that last play by Brayman. Had a defender ready to hit Monick blind side.